Hi, and welcome to THFC Till I Die, your home of Tottenham past, present, and the exciting future, as me and the Godfather himself, Mr. Philip Brady, gives our pre-game thoughts to Tottenham versus Chelsea, the return of the Poch. And Philip, look, we haven't had a great. Well, firstly, how are you, sir? How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah, good. Long time to wait till Monday, though. That's the only problem.
It really is, Philip. It really is. But look, if you do enjoy this, please hit the like button, subscription button. Please pick up your memberships as well. It does help us grow, and please share us so we can get to 2K before Christmas. That it before New Year's Eve Day, the 1st of January 2024. We want to be at 2K so we can kick off the new year with a bang. So that is my aim. I think we're 398 subscribers away from 2K, Philip. We
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
it. We can do it. Now, look, Philip, it is Tottenham Chelsea, Chelsea Tottenham, North West London derby. A lot of history to it. Go back to the 70s when we played them to stay up. Any of the both teams could go down. We haven't had the best of records against Chelsea. What makes this game different, Philip, from any other Chelsea game coming up, do you think?
This particular one, two words: Mauricio Pochettino. The return of the prodigal son, if you want to call him that,
Hmm.
who is not guaranteed a good welcome at the ground either. I think there will be a lot of people very upset by his undying allegiance to Chelsea, kissing the badge and so on, and saying that it was good to be at a club that wants to win things. Now, coming from a team that's probably 14, maybe 17 points behind us in the league, that's a bit rich. So I think Poch could be in. Poch might think he's going to get a good reception on Monday. I have my doubts.
Yeah. So, look, are we getting a bit ahead of ourselves from writing Chelsea off? Because look, I think it's very dangerous when the team is going through what it's going through. They're always up for a London derby, Philip. We shouldn't really take Chelsea lightly, should we?
Well, I mean, it's our third London derby in a row,
Yeah.
right? We're not taking Chelsea. That's one thing Ange will make sure nobody
Mm.
takes. We didn't take Luton lightly, so there's no way
No.
we're going to take Chelsea lightly. And no, I think it's going to be a tricky match. London derbies, the phone book can go out the window. Chelsea are looking for a spark to get their season going. I know they won against Blackburn last night, but the league form is pretty abysmal at the minute. So they get a spark, and what better team? They'll be thinking if we can do it at Tottenham, that'll really ignite us for the rest of the season. So
Yeah.
that's why it's going to be a very tricky match.
Yeah. Do you think it's important that players don't forget this is an important game, Philip? Because we know Tottenham through the Chelsea through the years has sparked off some matches. I mean, you could go back to the 74-75 season where we need each team who lost would have gone down.
Yeah.
Chelsea have been a pain in our ass for years in the 80s and late 80s, all through the 90s, up to when we beat them in the early 2000s. What's made Chelsea so difficult for us to beat them over the years, Philip? What's the one thing you think, it's Chelsea again? Oh, not them.
I think it's the money that Abramovich put into the club
Mm.
when he joined it. That they were on a different level from us for a while. They won a lot of trophies, while we haven't. But what's happened to them recently, since Abramovich sold his interest, to basically sold it to Billy Smart's circus, as far as I can see,
Mm.
because it's a bit of a clown show, really, with that man, the chairman wanting to pick the team and coming into the dressing room after matches and stuff like that. That's not on. So I think by bringing in Pochettino, they hope for a quick fix. They haven't got it. Graham Potter couldn't do it. Frank Lampard couldn't do it. Pochettino couldn't do it. And look at them; they're mid-table, floundering mid-table, and struggling badly in the league. So this is why the most optimistic Spurs fans might ask, no problem, just turn up on Monday and beat them. That's not going to be the way. It's going to be a tight match. But if we do beat them, then I think this is the start of a new era for Tottenham to dominate Chelsea.
Yeah, I think so, Philip. Look, what's your hope for Monday? Look, I'm hoping for a performance very professional, that we're on it, that the players are up for it, which and will have them up for it, that we're up for it from fans. I think we need White Hart Lane like we did when we beat Arsenal on that march to the Champions League under Conte.
Yeah,
We need to make our stadium as
a
um,
fortress, a fortress.
fortress where the where the visiting players are scared to come out of the dressing room
Mm.
because of the
Well,
noise.
You're right. I've been calling for that for years since he moved into the stadium. Now this season so far, we've done it. We've won all our home matches, so they're responding. They are making it into a bit of a fortress. My biggest worry on Monday night is, and it's not on the pitch. It's the stewards are going to have to be very mindful, because one thing that makes me detest Chelsea above all other teams, more than Arsenal, is the way their fans, the chants their fans come out with when they play Tottenham. Now, when Arsenal play Chelsea, right, we're living rent free in their heads, because they spent the entire game chanting how they both hate Tottenham. That's fair enough. That's a lot. That's joking. I wouldn't mind that. It's the gas mask or the gas chamber noises or the hissing gas sounds that they make when they come to them. That's disgusting. And that needs to be stopped in the bud next Monday night.
Yeah, I don't think there's been that in a few years, though, Philip.
It has, especially at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, Stamford Bridge. Yeah, it has.
Well, look,
it has.
Look, I agree with you. It should be stamped out. Look, it's always a minority that spoil it for the majority. We all know that, Philip.
Well, the good thing now is with closed circuit TV, they're able to identify the guys that are doing it. So that's
it is. So, what are you hoping for? Look, I'm hoping for a good game. I'm hoping for a Spurs win. Of course, we both are. It's going to be a tough game, Philip. Look, I think it's going to go. Spurs are going to win 2-1. I think we are going to get 3 points. Where are you at, and what does Ange have to do to get the win over Pochettino? Where do you see him having the advantage?
Well, I think the advantage is the form. Okay, Pochettino will get the lift from coming back to his old stomping ground and thinking that it'd be great to put one over on us, But I think Ange will have the players tuned in for this one, big time. Like I understand. I read somewhere last week that, and this came from a time when he was in Australia, that he had to have his team talks 3 hours before the match, because if he had them 5 minutes before the team went out on the pitch, that team would have gone out and ripped the legs off the opposition. They were that pumped up.
Yeah.
So get them pumped up for the right level of aggression and skill, and let's just blow Chelsea away. They won't be able to live with Spurs if Spurs play the way we can.
What made me laugh, Philip, and this is going back to the podcast with Norman Giller. If you haven't watched it, please do.
Watch it. Brilliant.
It was a great man. We're getting him back again because there's so many different eras and directions we can go with this gentleman. Really, he's a walking, talking encyclopedia, I have to say. But he said, what got me when he said Arthur Rowe taught Puskás how to play football. Puskás taught Ange how to play football.
That's Ferenc Puskás, the Hungarian international.
Yeah. So to finish off this pre-game thoughts, Philip, have we come full circle? Do you think with the Tottenham how the Tottenham way of doing stuff?
Well, I mean, when we heard Ange was coming to the club, we did having watched him a lot at Celtic. Yeah. We did note the similarities between Celtic's play and the great Tottenham push and run team of the 50s. And as you said, rightly say, Dermot, Ange acted as interpreter for Ferenc Puskás when he managed in Melbourne, right? So Puskás taught Ange all he knows, and Arthur Rowe taught Puskás. So it's coming full circle. We're back down to the football we're playing now. Some of the football this season has been spellbinding. Not all the time, I have to admit, and you can't keep that up for 90 minutes. But we produced a push and run game on Monday night against Chelsea, and given their defensive frailty and the way that the lack of confidence, I think we get an early goal against Chelsea and we could be in for a great night. But like you do say, I think it's going to be tight.
Yeah. The last thing on this, Philip, Chelsea love coming at teams that come at them. Do we have, and when teams sit back like Brentford did on Saturday, they struggle. Do we have to be a bit disciplined in the way that we go forward and the way that we defend, Philip, that we've got to have the balance right, that we don't push forward too much, leave too much gaps in the back, that it doesn't give Chelsea room to counter-attack as well.
Yeah.
Do we have to, I think we have to sit, Philip. I think we're going to have to be a bit patient with this, a bit defensively, because Chelsea cannot break down a defensive team, as we saw against Brentford on Saturday. They struggled.
I think Ange is not going to change his game plan completely for any team.
Yeah,
he believes we're good enough to beat anybody.
Yeah,
but I do agree with you. I think he'll tweak it slightly. It'll probably not be quite so adventurous in the first 10 or 15 minutes, and we will keep the two midfielders. I'd say Basuma and Sarr will drop a little bit deeper is to
Yeah.
give that extra cover for the defense. But that being said, I don't expect us to sit back. That is not our game, but we may see a moderated version of it.
Yeah, I think so, Philip. Well, look, that is our pre-game thoughts. Look, I hope you've enjoyed. This is something we're going to do before every Premier League game now, me and Philip. We are going to actually put out a pre-record of our predicted lineup as well. Me and Philip are going to do a predicted lineup together. We're going to do a team. We're going to bring up the Chelsea team, and we're going to go through it, see where the battles are, see where the matchups are, and see, try to work out the tactics of what can happen. And then, of course, we've got the watch along. We've got the pre-match build up on Saturday afternoon. We've got the watch along, of course, on Monday evening, and plenty of other stuff coming up over on THFC F1 and THFC Till I Die as well. So thank you all for watching. And then we'll be out with another pre-record with our predicted lineup tomorrow. So please look out for that. Whatever you do, come on, you Spurs. In Big Ange, we trust.